All right, before we start this episode, I want to say happy birthday to our main man, AR.
Woo!
Thank you, thank you.
So, what did you do for your birthday, Aaron?
Well, I mean, other than but I went
But
went
other
to a
than
Red
what?
Robin, went to Red Robin, got the birthday burger, got a
Red
milkshake
Robin.
there too.
You didn't like do anything fun. I thought
That's
you were
it.
going to tell us
What?
something
He's like,
Yeah, that
that's
exciting.
was
it. That's it.
Like,
that's what it,
so okay,
watch
so
some watch some movies. I mean, if the weather was better, I would have,
yeah, so all right,
but
so
it's been so. Oh, I did see Captain America: Brave New World as well.
don't ruin it. But was it good or bad?
I I thought it was good,
Don't ruin it.
All right,
That's a
cool.
but
trick
I'm not saying
question. Trick question.
Yeah, because I didn't see it yet, but I definitely do want to see it because I
I'll
like
say
the.
nothing else.
All
Say
right,
nothing else. But
all right. All right. So obviously now we have to ask because you're not telling the story. How did you wreck
mm,
your car? What happened?
mm, well, this is interesting. We were like everyone came to a halt, and like a people, couple, riders in front.
I love
He
that.
managed to stop. Like I don't know. I must have slid on something, but it's okay.
You hit ice and
Long
you
story short,
people in front of you slammed on their brakes. You slammed on
mm,
your brakes. You slid on ice
mm,
and you rear-ended them.
yeah, or something, because I know and it was
Is it
like,
or something?
I know. Yeah. What do you? It's not like there was like. It's not like it's a cartoon like Speed Racer. They're dumping
I
oil out
know,
on you or
yeah,
something.
yeah. I'm still wondering how, like, why I was like, that was so odd, but
So did you damage their car?
oh yeah, you should see what. But I mean, it was like, just the. He's like, oh, don't worry about it. He's like, I was like, oh, he's like, it'll be good, and
What did you
we'll
hit a truck? What did you hit?
a car.
Oh man, because your car looked messed up.
Yeah, your car looks
Mm,
And he's like, "Oh, don't worry
fucked
about it." He
up.
he knew you were having a bad day.
oh yeah,
It's
yeah. I
like
mean,
So
it,
basically, you hit him.
yeah, Aaron
you should
rear-ended him.
see
All
what
right.
I'll have to show the pic of his. It's,
Yeah, you sent us the picture of your car. The front was your grill was pretty fucked up. Did you didn't like do no like inside damage? Did you take your car to the shop to get checked? Like you ain't like,
I will, I will.
yeah, you were able to drive home.
But
He was able to drive home. Everybody was
yeah,
safe.
oh
Everybody
yeah,
was cool. Yeah. I
yeah. He
thought
was a cool.
I
Yeah,
thought
he
it
probably didn't have insurance. Like
No, he
because your
didn't.
your car is messed up. If he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it,"
well, no,
I don't
Aaron's at fault because he technically rear-ended him.
Technically, yeah. So
In the state of Pennsylvania, whoever rear ends somebody, they're the ones that are automatically at fault because they consider you to be tailgating too much.
yeah,
You're
yeah. Which
you're
wasn't the case, though. Which is the weird part. Like you know, I've been there too, and I'm like, wow, of all the times you know.
Aaron got well. At least no one's hurt. You're not hurt. He's not
Yeah,
hurt. Like
exactly,
it's
exactly.
your
And it's
birthday. Was that before your birthday dinner? Or after your birthday dinner?
after all that, yep,
No drinking at your
heading,
birthday
huh?
dinner either, huh?
Mm,
Well, we can't say
but
that yet.
it's
Did you have any alcoholic beverages, Aaron?
no, I did not. Nope, and I'm glad I didn't, because you imagine that if that was,
Well, I always so whenever we got hit by the me and Styles were in a wreck. We got hit
Mhm.
by a pickup truck, a monster truck, his Camaro fucked it all up.
Oh yeah,
The guy ended up being drunk. Long story short, he ended up being drunk. So and that day I wasn't drinking. We were out day drinking all day, but I wasn't drinking because I was driving. And normally I will drink and drive, and that's the truth. I have a million times. Not when I'm super fucked up or nothing, but like that day I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna drink like too much. Like, you know what I mean? I think I had one beer at the first bar we were at. Like I'm talking like 7 hours earlier. Like
oh yeah,
we were out all day.
yeah.
And Yeah, we got hit by that guy. He ended up being drunk, blah blah blah. So like it was kind of crazy because like you can smell the alcohol in the guy right away.
Yeah.
So like I always say, anytime I'm in a wreck, like nope, I'm calling the cops immediately, like because dude, I got fucked actually. The Malibu, Bobby,
Mm.
I got hit in a head-on collision. This lady, she was on her cell phone. I could see her. We're at a three-way stop sign. I'm stopped. She was there first, so it's her turn to go. She's on her phone. She turns the bend and drives directly in my lane. I put the car in reverse and I'm like trying to go backwards and she fucking floors it straight into me.
Wow.
Crushes me. Totaled the fucking car. I was so fucking mad. I was pissed. And I'm like, all right, I just want to try to drive it down the hill to my house. I'm going to try to get it there. She gives me all of her insurance information. I give her all mine, everything. Dude, come to find out, this girl, she gave me an insurance card. The date was good. Everything was good on it. I should have called the cops right then and there, but I didn't like an idiot. Here, her insurance policy wasn't active. That was old. Like she just stopped paying the damn bill.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
Jesus.
I was so pissed off. I was so mad. So like when I talked to the cops the next day and I told them about it, at first I like was like, like I just sucked this up. What do I do? Blah blah blah. And the cops like, well, get an estimate, the value of your car, everything, all that crap, blah 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 blah. Because I had just liability on the car. I didn't have full coverage or nothing. And I wasn't gonna even pursue it and take her to court or anything. But the
Mm.
cop was like, no, he was like, why would you want her to get away with this? He was like, take her to court. Who cares? Even if you get her income tax like every year, like so she can't file because she can't claim anything. Went down to the place, ended up the dude, he like could have pulled the frame out. The frame was bent in, but he was like, we can definitely stretch it and pull it back out. He's like, well, that's like a $3,000 process plus the engine, transmission, everything else that's wrong. He said it would end up being like $7,000. So he wrote me up a receipt, and that's what I took to court. And the lady paid me. I think it was like the next like 2 years or 3 years or something. I got her income tax or something like that every year because she wasn't making monthly payments like she was supposed to. I would literally, she'd do her taxes and I would get her income tax every year for like, I want to say it was 3 years. The first 2 years, it was cool because I was like, oh,
Oh,
cool. I'm
wow.
getting an extra like $3,000. I was happy as hell. Then that last year, it was like nothing. But the dude was like, no, who cares? He's like, even if the court makes her pay you $50 a month, he's like,
Yeah.
that's $50 that you're not having. But yeah, it sucked, man. I hate the way everything in America works. I hate the way insurance works, medical and vehicles, homeowners, everything. Like medical insurance in the United States is terrible. We have like the worst insurance coverage on the planet. Like absolute garbage. Like, isn't it? Doesn't Canada have free medical? Do you know? Do either one of you know?
I think they do have free healthcare.
Yeah, like that's crazy that it's not like at here. Like,
Yeah, I mean, and people will be like, "Oh no, but the
Mhm.
prices of other things like are
Yeah, and
higher than us." But like, who cares?
yeah,
you
like
would think there would be when that makes sense. That
I
wouldn't.
mean, it would. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird how like I understand why stuff is different in different countries and different. What I don't understand is like why here in the United States, why do we have different laws in different states? That makes absolutely no sense to me at all. Like none. They're like okay, guns for prime example. I have my
Mhm.
license to carry. I take my gun everywhere I go, and I think I'm allowed to carry my gun in Ohio and West Virginia with my Pennsylvania license, but
Yeah.
I can't go to different states with it. Like that's so weird. I know they're trying to change that law now to switch it up so
Mhm.
it's if you're legal here, you're legal all over the country. I understand flying on the planes and all that crap. Like I get that whole thing. Like I understand that.
Mhm.
That's cool. But like
Oh, yeah.
going state to
Yeah.
state, that's stupid. The whole taking alcohol across the border, across state borders, that's stupid
Mhm.
too. Like you
Yeah,
buy it
that
in.
is. Why is that the case?
I
Especially like with states or.
the, the only thing that I could
Yeah.
think of is it's cheaper in other states.
Mm.
just the cost of it. That's the only thing that I can think of because I can't think of anything else, like any other logical reason, at least right now, why it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty weird. Did you guys see that plane that wrecked and flipped
The one that,
Yeah.
yeah.
up in
Delta.
Toronto? Dude, that
Mm-hmm.
was we were watching a video at work at the end of the day, and I mean, I ain't no pilot, but this to me in the video I was watching, it looked like that plane was coming in so fast,
Mhm.
and it looked like when he hit the ground, just from the video, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what happened. I'm not a pilot on it. It looked like when he hit the ground, his wheels blew, and when it hit, the wing just snapped, and they freaking just like basically barrel rolled right over upside down, dude. It was nuts. Dude, all those people, every single person on that flight, they're only getting $30,000, whether they were hurt or not. And I think there was 2 people that were in critical condition. Could you imagine, like,
Yeah, that's what I read. Like there was no fatalities, but 2
yeah,
critical condition people. Yeah.
when they were rescuing people, there were some people that were still strapped into their seatbelts, hanging upside down in the plane. Could you could you imagine, like, you're in the plane, you're upside down, you're strapped in your seatbelt, and there's just flames at the window right next to you, like the plane is just engulfed in flame. Like, dude, I don't know, I'd be panicking. I mean, the seatbelt ain't holding my fat ass up. I already know I'm hitting the ground. Like, I'm going. Like, if I as soon as I felt like we were wrecking, I would have tried to unbuckle and, like, I don't know, man. I'd have been in pure panic.
Ain't no pilot, but still got a show. Like,
What the hell? Jesus. Yeah, Aaron's out there. He's out there.
yeah.
Did you, Aaron, your Cobra Kai shirt? Did you watch the season finale, the
Oh
series
yeah.
finale? It was good as
Yeah,
hell,
hell
man.
yeah.
Did you watch
Couple
it, Bobby? I can't remember if you
surprises.
said you were watching it.
I think I only watched the first. I know I've
Love them.
watched the first season.
Oh man, yeah, the season finale was so good, dude. I actually wanted to get see Hemi back on to talk about it since me and him were talking about it so
Mm.
much the last time. But that season finale was so good. It was cool how, like, Johnny got his redemption and he got to go
Mhm.
back. He got to be in the tournament and he got to win it. Like, I thought that was pretty cool.
Mhm.
It felt like they just pulled that roll out their ass, which I mean,
Oh yeah,
obviously they did. But
he All Valley. He won the All Valley like he
yeah,
wanted to
uh
years
huh.
ago. Yep.
That was what was that? What was that tournament called? I can't, like, I don't know how to pronounce this. Like,
The All Valley.
Tenkai. No, not the old Valley.
Oh yeah, Taikai Sokai.
Yeah.
Saikai.
That's what it was. Try saying that 5 times fast. Like, Jesus. Damn, Bob, you gotta get up on your shows, man.
I
Saikai
know.
Taikai. That's
I
what
am
it
gonna
is.
watch Reacher. Season 3 came out today.
I never watched a single episode of that. I loved the actor because I liked him from Blue Mountain State. He was amazing in Blue Mountain State. Like that. Dude, he's a phenomenal actor, but I never watched Reacher. Reacher just reminds me of what the hell's that Tom Clancy show? Yeah, but I can't think of it. Or not Tom Clancy. Jesus, Jason Bourne. That's all. That's what Reacher kind of reminds me of. Did you watch any of the Jason Bournes, Bobby?
Probably. There's like a lot of them.
Probably.
I don't really watch like movies all like that.
Born Identity. Yeah. Born
Yeah,
Supremacy.
yeah. All of that's what it reminds me of. I don't know. Like,
Frank
just
Patente.
you can't get into those movies. Like, I know they're, or the series. I mean, or the movies actually, because I know they're good. Like the John Wick movies. I love Keanu Reeves. I just can't get into the John Wick movie. Like, did you watch them, Aaron?
John Wick?
Yeah.
No, actually, no, I haven't watched. Did I watch one of them? I have to try to watch them. Actually,
I think me and Tyler watched 1 and 2 or something. I can't remember, but I couldn't get into them. Like, obviously I love action movies, but like
mhm.
I just couldn't get into them. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I get it. He's upset. His wife died and then, like, killed his puppy, and now he's like
Yeah, I remember that part.
coming out of the retirement of being the assassin, and like now he's gonna go kill, what was it, the mob or mafia's boss's son or something like that he was going after. I just wasn't into them. I don't know. Like, I just wasn't into them. I love all kind of movies, but I just couldn't get into it. Like, yeah, I don't know. You never watched them, Bobby?
Yeah, years
I
ago.
was just say
Like,
it's crazy because like you were just saying like the Jack Reacher, so I assumed you liked them.
no, I do like Reacher. Yeah.
What's your
Reacher.
all time favorite movie or TV series, Bobby?
I'll go with series because there's a few of them that I'm about newer episodes are coming out. I love Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was good.
Breaking Bad was really good. Breaking Bad was phenomenal, actually.
I like Dexter. There's a new Dexter
Ah,
season, but
I
it's a little odd.
the way Dexter ended, I just don't even want to watch a new series of that. And I did see that there isn't it on Netflix or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just can't. I can't bring myself to watch it a new Dexter. Like the way the series ended, just like it
Yeah,
was such a
I don't.
long, good series, and then they just the
Went
stupid,
downhill
yeah,
after
just the
that.
stupid ass boat
And
ending. Like, oh man! But I love all the memes that came from the original Dexter series. The little surprise, motherfucker, cross your eyes,
yeah.
motherfucker, French fries,
oh yeah,
motherfucker. Those are so funny. All right. So what other series, Bobby?
Hmm. I'm trying to think of things that are not anime.
Oh no, anime's fine too,
I
man.
mean, I love like the originals, Vampire Diaries, like all of those. Like I know those like really well.
Yeah. See, I've never gotten into them, man. I can't
the
believe you
Vampire,
watched
the
those.
Oh
originals.
yeah.
Wow. So I watched the only show that's kind of sort of like was like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the whole series all the way through from beginning to end. Me and my son's mom. This was back when Netflix you had to when you would still order them in the mail, the
Mm,
DVDs in the mail, and like so like you know how like you would buy a TV series and like it would come with all the DVDs.
yeah.
You would think like, okay, I'm watching Buffy and I want to watch season one. Okay, so you click to order it. No, season one only has they
Oh,
only send you
Buffy
one
was.
disc at a time. That's it. And
Mm,
like season one has like five discs, so they only send you one disc at a time. So you watch the whole three episodes that were on that disc, and then you have to mail it back and wait for them to receive it, and then they
Oh
sent
man.
another. Dude, it was horrible back then, but that's how we watched it. Like Buffy was the only like series like Vampire Diaries that I watched. What about you, Aaron? What's your favorite TV series? Series, movie,
well,
whatever.
the movies would be the Godfather
Oh
movie
yeah, you know
and
what?
then
I think
Lord of
we.
the Rings as well. Lord of the Rings, the uncut version.
Oh, I watched those. I watched Lord of the Rings so
Those
many
I have,
times.
yeah.
I watched them so
Mm,
many times. I think we did
Return of the.
talk. I can't remember if we actually talked about this on a previous episode we did, or if we
I
just
think
talked
we
about this in person actually. But
either or
what about Bobby? Is there a
shows.
movie or a show that you could watch anytime and not be sick of watching, even though you watched it a billion times already?
I don't know.
Any of
I could
any
watch.
of the Friday series for me, any episode, Friday after next Friday, any Friday, I could watch them all and repeat them word for word, the entire thing. Like Tyler gets furious because I'll sit there and I won't even be in the room and I'll be saying the lines before though, but I always like ruin it and say it before they say it on there. What about you, Aaron? What are yours?
The 100. I watched
Oh,
that
the
the second
100. Yeah,
time all the
Clark is
way
hot.
through. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold on,
Who
hold
in
on, hold
there?
on, hold on, hold on.
Raven,
All right, hold on. Time out.
Raven Reyes, and
I've heard of the 100. I've never watched it. Bobby just said Clark is hot. Now, to me, Clark
Yeah.
is a man. That's a man's name.
Raven Reyes,
Hold
Blood
on,
Reina.
hold on. Stop. We're not walking past this.
No,
Is
it's a chick. She's hot. She's cute.
her name Clark she's a female.
Octavia.
That's a female's name on there.
Yeah.
All right, that's a little weird because I think Clark. I think of Clark Kent, Superman. I don't think of a female named Clark. That's weird. That's weird as hell.
Superman's not on the 100.
What is the what's the 100 about?
Echo. It's about starts out there's people that live on a space station because the Earth is inhabitable, so they're living in space and it's like some of the people that are the higher class in that space, they send a lower class down to see the Earth if it's livable again because the Earth cleared up after a
Okay.
while after being,
What was it like? It
facing
was like too polluted or
and then
something. Like what was it?
Yeah, yeah, it just became unlivable due to, man destroying the environment and things
Okay.
like that, and wars and etc. But then they come down to Earth and they find out they're not alone after a while. Long story short, not to get too far along, but the kids they send down these teenagers or kids or in their 20s, whatever, but or older or 20s, I would say.
Did you watch the
And they
100, Bobby? That's what
Yes.
this. That's what that Clark's from.
Yeah. Oh
How,
yeah.
how many seasons is it?
Probably at least six or seven.
Damn, really? It's that long? Maybe I'll
Mhm.
give that a watch then. Is it like all sci-fi-ish, or is it like?
No, it's they pick 100 people. I thought like I mean I haven't seen the first episode in years, but I think they chose. I thought it was like 100 people who were like not prisoners, but like in
hmm
trouble. So they
Yes,
selected
yes.
them to like
From
save
the class
resources, and they sent them back
to
down to Earth. And then they just like realized like, hey, we can breathe. And then
hmm
there were some people that were left behind that were
oh
like
yeah,
in
grounders.
their own race.
And they were on.
hmm
They were on
They were still
Earth
in
the
Earth
entire
on
time.
Earth,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, warriors. They became warriors, lived off the land,
Were they like
things like that.
were they mutated or anything, or no? They were just
No.
No, that was the Reapers. But
maybe I'll have to check that out. Maybe I'll have to check that out.
and
I
they
don't know.
come to find that there's like people have different civilizations and different areas that they didn't realize. Like Mount Weather was one of them, and then
It was like a
another
bunker.
place. Yeah, yeah.
Is this like is this all based in like the United States, or is it based like all over the planet?
Just I guess just Earth,
Okay, they don't
Like
really
all the
say.
locations are just made up.
Oh, all right, all right, all
But
right. Okay.
the first three seasons are good, and then like after that it just kind of drags on. And
Lexo.
then you're like, well, I'm 3 seasons in, I might as well watch it. I don't know. I lost interest after a while. Like after
You
three
know what,
seasons.
dude? That's exactly how it was in The Walking Dead for me. I was like hardcore into it. And The Walking Dead is such a good series. I was so like hardcore into it. Like me and X watched the first 3 episodes of The Walking Dead when it was just a web series at the time. Actually, it wasn't
Mm.
even a web series, it was just on a website. And we watched the first 3 episodes like a whole entire year before like we even started seeing previews on TV about it coming to TV. And we thought it was like, yeah, this is cool, this is good as hell, blah blah blah. Like, so we were like all pumped up. We must have watched it like 4 or 5 times. Like, this is such a good series. Like, what are they gonna do with this? And we thought like they were just gonna like, continue it online, but they didn't, obviously. But the first season was so good and so action packed
Mm.
that to me, I felt like women weren't watching the first season, but then they realized like, all right, like, like my boyfriends, my husbands, all guys on planet Earth right now are watching The Walking Dead every Sunday night. I need to see what this
Oh
shit's
god.
about. So then
Yep.
women started watching it, and then season 2 was so terrible. It fell off so bad when they were up on the damn freeway looking for the chick's kid, and then ended up going to Herschel's barn and all that stuff. And then they found out the kid was a zombie in there the whole time, and all that shit it turned into such a chick show. It was so annoying and so terrible. But then so
Yeah.
like then I was like, all right, we drudged through that. And then it got good again. It did okay. It did okay. And then it just like slowly just like fell off, man. Like I just like couldn't watch it. And like every weekend, me and Furketic would get together, we'd watch it, be all pumped up and have like, we'd order food and shit, hang out, watch it, like me, Furketic, and my dad. And then like it just fell off, dude. It fell off so hard. And like we tried
Oh
and tried
yeah.
to keep watching, and we just like couldn't keep watching it, dude. That was another series that was just like, damn, like what the hell happened to this?
hmm
Everyone
Kept
said,
going and going.
dude, everyone
Eventually.
says it. Everyone says like it turned around and got good. Like after the whole Negan thing, that was the last episode I watched, was when Glenn got his head bashed in. And then after that, I think I may have watched like 1 or 2 episodes, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know. Like I just like really lost interest at that point. Like I was just like, this is terrible. Like what's the hell's up with this shit?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. I just can't. There's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing more I could do. I think another. I don't.
Shameless.
Shameless was
Shameless is good, yeah.
phenomenal. Shameless is phenomenal. I could rewatch Shameless over and over and over again. I don't like really watching the first season that much because the kids are so young. It's kind of like lame. I liked when they got older and the show focused on all of them and not just on Fiona the whore. Like, so it wasn't bad. Shameless though. Shameless was, man, such a good show. The show ended perfectly. Like, that show was so good. That show, I liked how it redeemed Frank, even though he he died, but he died like a good dad, and he like his little last send off and his words, like wishing all the kids, and he described them all perfect. Like, dude, it was good. Like, even if Frank was a piece of shit, but like it was cool, like the way they redeemed his character. Shameless is such a good show, man. Such a good show. Wow. All right. Well, thanks again for another. What are you gonna say, Bob? You're over there pondering.
No, I'm just fucking with my hands, wondering what Aaron's doing.
Well, thank you guys again for listening to Life in Stereo. Make sure you tune in, turn up, because remember, life is always better in stereo.